Yeah, hello everyone. This is Manish Srivastav from Alpha Value Consulting. So today we'll be discussing and debating on a very important topic that is called corporate valuations. When I say corporate valuations, the very first questions that comes in the mind of a person is what is the value of the share is. Corporate valuation is generally being required for following activities. It may be mergers and acquisition, it may be the stake sale, it may be business transfer, or a number of purposes whenever there is a requirement to make an informed business decision. So when we say that valuation of a company, there may be two set of companies. One is a listed entity and another is an unlisted entity. When the company is a listed entity, then we know the price of the particular share because the shares are readily traded in the market. But when we say like how to value a private limited company, the question become more tedious and the role of the valuer become more challenging. The reason is because here you need to decipher the price. Deciphering the price means that you have to find the real potential value of the company and the per share value of the company. So how to go about that? There are various methods to value the company. There are various approaches to valuation. There are asset approach, income approach, and the market approach. When I say the asset approach, it majorly talks about what are the assets the company possesses and what sort of earning it will be creating out of the assets. Okay, so when I say assets, it is more relevant for companies like DLF, Unitech, or companies which have heavy assets backing, because they can't look into the cash flow creation, but they look into what is the asset they have, the land banks they have. But when we talk about a company which being into a space like IT, e-commerce, food chain, or anything where there is a service involvement is there, they don't have much of the assets. If you talk about a company like Ola, Uber, these are the companies which don't possess assets, but they have the value proposition based on the data they have, based on the customers they have, based on the attractions they have. Okay, so the more important for them is the cash flow measurement, like what is the cash flow that will be created in the time to come. Okay, now another important thing is we need also to look into the comparable company analysis. If I being a fish, I have to compare myself with a fish. I can't compare myself with a tiger. Okay, so in comparable company we see that what are the companies in that particular segment and where I stood in comparison to them, what is the multiples they get in the market because they are readily traded in the market and they are commanding a certain multiple. It may be the P multiple, the EBITDA multiple, or the sales multiple. So I need to look into those multiples and apply those multiples with on my EBITDA, on my PAT, and on my sales to find the equity value of the company. Okay. So, but the role of the valuer become more challenging when the valuation he has to do for a startup company. When I say startup company, there is no historical background. It is more like future driven. So what is going to be the future? How the cash flow will be created in the future? So nobody knows whether the startup is going to make success or going to fail. So you need to look into on the various scenario based analysis. You need to value it based on certain scenarios. It may be a most optimistic scenario, it may be the realistic scenario, or it may be like a pessimistic scenario. So you need to build a scorecard based on that, as well as you need to look into various attributes while defining the scorecard. It may be the strength of the promoter, his background, the technology integration in the business, the co-founders, the management, the team size. So these things we look into while providing a certain score to those particular attributes of the company, and then we do the valuation analysis. So this is just the gist as on date, and I will come in again for a more detailed session on valuation where I will try to fix the nuts and bolts of valuation. So stay tuned. Take care. Bye bye.